Today we are going to discuss the taxonomic uniqueness of Aloris fulgens, as found from mitochondrial DNA, in hopes that we can all have one. Why do you keep jumping up on me? I was doing something that could benefit all mankind.
Never mind your ramblings. You're way behind schedule and we have work to do.
What do you mean? I don't work for you, and what you claimed last time sounds barking mad.
I mean, it's been 5 months since our last contact. Now, will you help or not?
Well, remember what I said last time? I'm not leaving empty-handed, so you better have a decent incentive.
How does cold hard cash sound?
Now you've got my interest. Let me just update and ready my hardware since it's been donkey's years. So, how much are we talking?
Being video-based content, it depends, but the sky's the limit.
That's a strange choice of words for someone in orbit, but I haven't got anything better to do.
That's the spirit.
Okay, so where's the game?
Hold that thought. If we're gonna do this, we better do this right. Commence intro.
This is the least original intro I've ever seen. I'd half expect to see Minecraft stuff. Speak of the devil, it's right on cue.
I'd like to see you do better.
My pleasure.
Okay, it started. Just follow the teleprompter and you'll be fine.
Let's ban the word bossy. I think half of the population are too fragile for freedom of speech based on their genitalia, so let's have a new speaker book burning.
Stop! Wrong script. It must have got mixed up with some propaganda that's ironically bossy. Okay, it should be fixed now.
Why hello, I didn't see you there, audience unpretending in front of me. Now let me spend half the video going on about how I don't look my best, the time of day, my haircut, just generally not getting to the point. Wait a minute. What's that sound? Sounds like mediocrity.
Are you insulting the free music I diligently found for you?
Yes! End this madness! It sounds so stock!
What on earth is wrong with it?
Inherently nothing. Just like Comic Sans, big rim glasses, and this background you can't sneak past me. The issue comes when hordes of unoriginal amateur wannabes take it en masse and ruin it for everyone else. Decent things become a neon sign of, look at how hackneyed and cliche I am. Don't take me seriously. I'm not gonna work under such low production values. Put another way, the first people with stupid glasses were legitimately kooky and unique. Now that everyone in their pug is the same type of original, no one is. For those claiming to be special and non-mainstream while standing out as much as a white stormtrooper, that's just pathetic. Okay, with that sorted, can we finally get to the game?
I suppose we've wasted enough time.
Smashing. So what's the game?
Let me think. We need something based purely on trends and popularity to get clicks. Are there any popular games that you can play?
Well, I may have something.
I found it! It may be a challenge, but there's an obscure foreign dozer game.
A dozer game? That's my challenge? Why not just hand me the award? I beat all the dozers. Coin dozer, cookie dozer, MS-DOS dozer, Asian New Year dozer, Monster dozer, Jewel dozer. How could this be any trouble?
Boy, are you gonna regret saying that. Since you're so sure of yourself, I've just installed it to your cellular device.
Let's get cracking then. This for the most part appears bog standard. Looks like they were sparse with the polygons, and textures, and art direction, and polygons again. Why are there cubes? If they were trying to optimize the game for potato phones despite using a deliberately open game engine, then at least they tried. I mean, cubes do have fewer polygons than cylinder coins. These cubes, however, are just boring. Think outside the beige box. Make them colourful, make them look like prizes. Hell, just write the word fun on them, so I can at least pretend they're interesting. Anything's better than making a game about beige bloody boxes.
And the winner of most exciting game goes to... Beige Box Simulator 2000 current year.
You know what?
Maybe I'm judging it prematurely. This is just a first impression after all. Okay, so we only have 50 cubes to start with, so I better use them carefully and skillfully.
Well, I wouldn't want to just waste them. Holy hexagons, burn it with fire! Jeez, I take it back, game, you weren't sparse with the polygons. Not at all. How many did you use to make this Frankenstein freak of nature?
There are paralyzed or worse bodies falling from the sky. It is literally raining men. Bald, muscular, almost naked men. Surely this has been taken out of context. Nope, the game makes it perfectly clear. Mr. Muscle's macho uncle is a muscle that can be enjoyed even in people without attachment to the muscle. No thanks, uncle. I don't want to enjoy anything of the sort. This attack on my sense of sight was almost enough to distract me from the oddity of this game's free sound effects. Number... a whoosh sound. Nothing strange so far, but don't get used to it. Number... Is someone childishly imitating the cymbals? When I gave this kid a sound design job, was he like, a cappella bags? Number 3! Congrats on getting an object down the slide. As a show of this achievement, perhaps there's a jingle, a hooray, or maybe even some fanfare. Nope, there's this.
Curry? Curry. Sure, why not? Makes about as much sense as anything else in this game.
Okay, things have settled down. I've got my pack, nest, herd. I suppose such a group would be called an orgy of people, but it's quite the sausage fest of clones. Not to Ghostbusters 2016 this by making everything about a gender agenda, but variety of objects in a penny pusher game is nice. This game does indeed have more, but they get very expensive to unlock. Don't worry though, I have a strategy. It's the highly advanced MLG rest hand on phone and wait technique. You just need to spam more when you get what looks like a 2D image of a 3D ball to make a net profit.
7 days later.
Let's check up on the game.
6 digits!
Are you trying to give me a heart attack? Complexity means intelligent design, my ass.
It doesn't even remotely fit in the score circle. I suppose I should at least be thankful I could buy all the items. Alrighty, so we have a 3D program's default shape filling in for a coin, an almost birthday suit slaphead bloke, but what's next? A double cheeseburger?
Fine with me. I don't have to complain about everything. Bon appetit. Nom 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 nom.
You know what I need now? A suspiciously blank box of milk.
That'll wash down my burger. Go, 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 go.
What a brilliant meal. And what better way to finish than with some pudding?
I think you misheard me. I said I could eat a horse. This is not a horse.
I'm not a cannibal, nor do I eat Soylent Green. Why were there a couple edible items in the first place? It's a game about fallen people mistranslated into Dolldozer. What's with the food theme? Anyway, back to the unlocks. I wouldn't recommend such attire to this event, madame, since you're not gonna keep your modesty. But then again, who is? And lastly is what I presume would be the first clone character in a coin pusher game. As you could imagine, there are a lot of anomalies. When you put this much crazy on screen, something's bound to slip up. Here are just the ones I was able to record. Hey buddy, you don't look so good. Is something wrong with your bones? Here, have some milk. Drink up. There you go. Crazy box physics clipping. For some reason, only the left take attracts this much attention. I don't see what more needs to be said here. This looks like a pain in the arse. That's probably even worse. How do you like my pointless commentary? Is it meeting Harry Hill's standards of occasionally somewhat amusing? Bloody hell! What happened to his arm? Mr. Muscle's uncle sure can be persistent. Here I clearly knock him away. Why are you back? Shove off! Scram! What did I just say? Oi, you other guy, lend me a hand. That did it. This is a bit like catching your shoe on an escalator, only a far lot worse. By far the most common oddity is these double-limbed men. Who did the game maker get their understanding of human proportions from? Vitruvius? Now we just need a happy tree. Congratulations, Vitruvian man. You're on a YouTube video that's not some plonker scribbling mostly no-age bollocks on you to feed their sense of pareidolia. What the dickens is going on now? Did I win? It looks like I killed it. As I've played this far more than any reasonable person, perhaps I'm the first to see this bug. I'm gonna take this as a sign that I've triumphed.
Suck on that! I beat the game, got a score higher than what it could even hold, and even broke the game.
There's a sequel.
What? You're pulling my leg. Don't you lie about something like this.
Hiragana Katakana 2, or if you don't know French, Uncle Pusher 2. We should give this the same diligence as the first by reading its description. Looks like we got rules and stuff. Let's be conformist by obeying them. Rule 1. When you tap the screen, middle-aged men will fall. Not so much a rule as an ominous description. You can tell a lot about a person by how they frame things. If this is a coin pusher with people, then congrats, you're sane. If instead you'd market this as middle-aged men plummeting from the sky, let me remind you I'm not legally responsible for your actions. Just thought I'd make that clear. Rule 2. This can't be right. Men enter the slot in hopes of getting cute girls. I know there's a childish joke in here, but fruit doesn't hang this low. It's so clearly a trap, Admiral Akbar didn't feel the need to point it out. These aren't even rules, so let's skip to the how to play. Watch the middle-aged men. Wait. Why? The men are animated by the finest physics engine, so just watching them is fun. Well, that's subjective. But after looking at the promotional images, I sure am convinced. Try and tell me this is anything less than pure physics perfection. But that's not fair of me to mock this. It's not like this image was chosen as a representative of this game's physics. Oh wait, it actually was. But the physics were described as the finest in that they were fun to watch. Not realistic. Oh wait, that's the situation exactly.
Also, no game! That's where I draw the line. You forfeited the right to use that word a bloody long time ago.
Like a coin pusher, handle your men skillfully and get lots of points. Oh yes, just like a coin pusher. I'm sure we all have fond memories of going down the arcades, finding the coin pushers, and handling our men to earn points. Points? Points? What points? You don't play coin pushers for high scores. You play them for a heap of junk. I mean, awesome prizes like novelty keyrings and Hello Kitty makeup. Yay! The sequel is mostly the same. Largely due to the spam limiter, this one is more of an actual game than a physics sandbox. I was gonna say it's more stable as well, but this bug affected both games. What can I say? Must have a knack for breaking games. The last game just had pits on the side, so for all we know it could have been a party down there. The devs were alerted to such possibilities of happiness and fixed it. Hey, what are you doing? Throwing away your finite existence into the depths of this wet embrace to escape the shackles of your reality? I can't judge you for that. You live in this game after all.
We're under attack! Get down! Is it over?
Well, that sure was annoying. This isn't some trivial one-off. It happens constantly. What's going on? Oh, let's see if this is worth the annoyance. Well, at least it's almost over. What now? Another one? You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? I could have loaded a PSP game in this time.
As we don't all speak JavaScript, I suppose someone should translate the text so in your face you'd think it'd be newsworthy. Hello, I am Chartokai, and here are the top stories worthy of sudden shouting, chanting, cheering, and most importantly, blocking the view of the game you're currently playing. Our first headline is that I have got 300 points. And now to our expert on why I should care. Yes, as you can see, if not for this message, I would have had to point my eyes a whopping 10 or so degrees higher to see the arbitrary amount of points that absolutely jack all. Now back to me. Our next story is that I have obtained a horizontal wall. It is a common virtual coin pusher power-up, except in this game it doesn't activate. It just wants to make overly clear of all the items you have in your inventory. What? Why does it do that?
Look, game. I've enough to make the Great Wall of Mexico. You don't need to inform me every time. People already complain about Naru, but they should be grateful it's not this. Hey Link! You have a Deku Nut! You have a Deku Nut! You have a Deku Nut!
Speaking of power-ups, it looks like a noob's attempt at playing Smash Brothers.
Don't just sit there, Mr. Muscle. Attack, Master Hand. You're not even resisting falling off the stage. The main reason I have so many of the only power-up you win is because I played this a tad obsessively. The original's UI couldn't handle easily feasible numbers, so I couldn't miss out on the opportunity. Turns out I ended up being the plonker that puts hours into making text smaller. Credit where it's due, that's some fine attention to detail. It also lives up to its name.
Suck on that! Again! I not only beat the sequel seal everything there was, but I went above and beyond.
There's another sequel.
No, there's not. I've checked. Now hand over the dosh.
I'm not the one paying. The internet is full of people who laugh at others suffering, and your camera is left rolling. Put the two together and it's a win-win-win. I get research data, you get cash, and the internet gets dank memes. I will even give you a couple tips to make more money. The first is sponsors.
But that's not all. My sponsor Apple will give you a whopping 0% off these free games in the Android store. Just input the code SHIEL at checkout. Apple. Pay more for the same computer architecture with a less supported operating system.
This will make those hipsters like me.
Do you want to be held to the mess of UK defamation laws run like a kangaroo court?
Don't worry, I just point out people happily promoting bogus and use the monkey shit and slander as a distraction to leave. So, do you have any other tips?
Controversial topics. And your name is?
Humongous.
Okay, smartass. Your occupation?
I complain about video games.
And how is that going?
Can't complain.
The subject forced upon you is controversial topics. Starting now. Religion and spirituality.
If you're not harming others on my sides, I don't give a rat's ass.
Will you swear in your content?
Poppycock. I don't see why people care so much. But it's not a part of my normal lexicon, and I have enough British euphemisms to keep it to a minimum.
Who are you gonna vote for in this election?
Way to date the video. It's already over. Also, I'm from the US of K, not A. I do, however, have a response, as the questions were sent to me in advance. The US is a two-poison-party system. Your choices are slow and painful, or painful and slow.
Side effects may include, but are not limited to, violent video games being as bad as lead exposure, loose libel laws, war memes, Chinese hoaxes, lack of emails, both sides pushing autism to vaccine link, waterboarding and mysterious suicides.
Like the old saying goes, every nation gets the government it deserves. Or put another way,
Pepsi or Coke?
Dr. Pepper, I think we're starting to get off track now.
What are your pronouns?
What sort of question is that? Me, myself and I.
Is Y a vowel?
Okay, I'm done.
Boxes or briefs? What colour is the dress? I guess that's the end.
Who's gonna watch this far? I could put my bank card right on screen and no one would know.